Today we're going to be creating our first Prezi presentation. Prezi is a unique online presentation tool. And what makes it unique is that it's not only cloud-based and collaborative in its work environment, but it's also unique in how it transitions between the frames. It actually animates on a large canvas, so you can think of having all your assets, all the images placed on a table, and then you actually just move the table around rather than actually changing from one image or one frame to the next. You're kind of animating the entire table. Well, let's take a look at how it works. So first of all, we want to go to Prezi.com. Once you're at Prezi.com, there's a video on the home page, and you can play that video and learn some of the basics of Prezi and then just how to get started. For right now, we'll go ahead and select either sign up or log in. If you already have an existing account, then you can just log in. I've already logged in using this BTS presentation project ID that I have. So I'm going to go to my profile page. At my profile page, you'll see that I have several Prezis that I've already been creating. In order to create a new presentation, you want to be at this link, Your Prezi. So we can go back home and essentially just start again if we wanted, or we could have just clicked on Your Prezi from the last page. Once you're here, we can select New Prezi. A new Prezi is then created. Notice that it's in Flash, so you do need to have a current plugin of Flash to be able to work with Prezi. At this time, you can't create Prezis using an iPad or iPhone or Android device. You can view Prezis, so if someone makes a Prezi, then you can view them on your iPad or iPhone. So we create our new Prezi by coming here to the templates. You can choose a blank, or you can choose any number of ones that have a pre-design on them. I'll go ahead and choose blank, and I select the Choose button. Now, when it's first created, I actually noticed that I have to upgrade my Flash browser, but it should work fine for now. I'll go ahead and delete this message there. Now, when I'm first here, it has a default slide. And notice that this is like PowerPoint, and on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a gray area, this bar here, similar to PowerPoint in that your slides are placed here. Right now, I'm not going to worry about edit path. We'll talk about that later. And I have the canvas right here, and I can zoom in and out on the canvas by scrolling my middle mouse wheel. Now I'm going to scroll in, and I can choose the text and edit it. You can change the color, but there's not a whole lot of other style that you can actually adjust with the Prezis. So that's something that for now is a downside. You can bring in text if you create it in Photoshop and so forth as an image, of course. I'll select away on the canvas, so now the text will leave. Now you want to be careful if you select on the canvas, and if you select click too much or click hard, then it will bring up the text tool. So rather than click there, you want to click very lightly. If you just click lightly once, then you can actually move that canvas. See how your cursor has a hand next to it. If you do get the text next to it, when you click, just click away onto the canvas. There you go. And now you can click and scroll. You zoom in and out. So there's a 1 here. This means that this is our first slide. And again, you can see that slide right over here in the gray area under Edit Path. I'm going to select the top frames and arrows. So I'm going to add a frame. It adds a frame next to it. I can select that frame. I have to click right on the frame area, and I can move that to another area depending on where I want it to animate to and how fast I want it to animate. The farther away, the faster it will animate. I'm going to keep it kind of close because I don't want it to have a quick animation. I want it to be more smooth. I'll select this text, and I'll just call this my new frame. Now I'll click away. I'm clicking once on the canvas. Now notice that when you added a new frame, it actually adds a new frame here under the Edit Path button. So if I select that frame, I'm taken to it. If I select the first frame, I am taken to that one. So with the first frame selected, I'm going to choose the Present button. I'll go ahead and click on that. It's going to go into full screen mode, so we won't be able to see it on the screen here very well. I'm going to click a button at the lower part of my screen and go to the next frame. There we go. I can go back. Perfect. I'll press Escape to return back to my editing area. And at any time, you can choose to press Exit to leave the editing area and return back to your Prezi home area. You can add more frames. You can insert images, YouTube video, PDF files, and you can bring in PowerPoints. You can also create a new template if you wish, if you get bored of your current one. Note that if you pay money, if you belong to their account, then you can share. You can invite others to edit with you and thereby have a collaborative work environment. Or you can download as a PDF or download as a portable Prezi if you're paying for the account. Then it will give you a portable Flash file or application. Thank you, and congratulations, you've created your first Prezi.